Clark, for you, how much point guard did you play at Penn, and how excited are you to have that role this year a little bit?
Yeah, I played a lot of point at Penn. It was kind of need-based, especially when we played high major teams. I ran the point, and when we had to deal with a lot of pressure. So it's something I know that I can do, and I'm excited to get that opportunity on a bigger stage.
And how, when you were in the portal, was that role described to you? A little point guard, but I know you're such a good shooter too. Like, what role does Eric Musselman see you having? I know point guard's a big part of it, but what else?
Yeah, that was the main part of it. We talked about what I can do as a point guard and controlling the pace. And then also as a combo guard, because I can kind of play both spots, and being a point, I can score too. So I can make sure we control the pace, run the offense, and if I need to, get off the ball a bit, let someone else run the show, and be a shooter, space the floor. So just going to do whatever he needs me to do, and we discussed that, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Matt, how's it been just, kind of working your way back from injury, and what kind of role have you found yourself, playing so far?
Yeah, it's been good. In the past week or so, found myself back in practice doing some 5-on-0 stuff, 5-on-5 for the first time today. But just bringing energy, doing whatever the team needs me to do, whether that's handle the ball, score, facilitate, just kind of doing the little things, whatever it takes to win.
Terrance, it seems like your three-point shooting has kind of separated you a little bit from watching some of these practices. How helpful has that been that you were so good at Michigan shooting the three this year? Do you feel like that's going to give you a chance to play a lot?
I definitely think it is. The game today is a lot of shooting, and I would kind of just work on that every single day. Just repping it out. So I'm glad it's showing. I hope it's showing the game. But yeah, I think shooting is definitely what's going to separate me and just help me in the future.
What can you tell your teammates about playing in some of the Big Ten venues?
It's going to be intense. It's going to be very loud. We're going to have to be very, very well connected on the road. I feel like that's just the biggest thing. We can't separate, and then we can't just succumb to the pressure. It's going to be a lot of times where it eventually hits us, but we just got to overcome it because it's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to be a loud crowd. We might not be able to hear each other, but we just got to stay together.
What's the loudest?
Loudest part Purdue, Mackey. Second part Breslin.
For any of you guys, we saw, Josh just kind of in the huddle, after practice, just talking about how you guys can execute a little bit better offensively. How often do those kind of conversations happen between you guys in terms of holding each other accountable, and where do you guys feel you're at as a program with that process?
Yeah, I can speak to it really often. I think that we want to be a player-led team because we have a ton of experience. We're all a lot of grad transfers. We all know what it takes to win games. So when you know what it takes and guys aren't doing it, it's on us to hold each other accountable. And I think it goes both ways. We want to be held accountable. Coaches do it. Coaches hold each other accountable. We hold coaches accountable. There's a lot of accountability that comes with everyone kind of knowing what it takes, being passionate, wanting it so bad, and we respect each other. So when someone calls someone out, it's yeah, you're right. You do know what it takes. So I think that's going to help us.
Was that a process, or was there kind of any friction with that at first? Just it's not kind of the hierarchy of upperclassmen and underclassmen. So many of you guys are those same graduate seniors. Was there a little bit of feeling each other out at first?
Yeah, I think it's a process of guys getting comfortable with talking to each other. Day one, you don't want to be the one calling each other out, but now that we're all comfortable and we respect each other, we kind of have this shared bond, shared adversity together. We feel comfortable calling each other out. So yeah, process of just getting comfortable with each other and becoming a team.
Matt, Coach Muss has talked about how he thinks he could be the president of the United States someday. When basketball's done, do you know what you want to get into and what goals you have?
I want to keep playing for as long as I can. And then, I see myself working in basketball and working with people at the same time. So I don't know what that'll look like yet. Dream would be like a GM of an NBA team, just working in a front office, staying around basketball, working with people. So
maybe a president of basketball operations.
Hey, maybe. Yeah.
You got a Yale degree. You can do a lot with that, for sure.
Michigan too.
And Penn. A lot with that.
So 2 more questions?
Matt, what do you consider? What position do you think you're going to be playing most of the time this year, or do you really not know?
I really don't know. Wherever I'm needed, I can see myself fit in a lineup 1 through 4. I can handle the ball. I can be athletic on the wing, and I have experience playing the 4 at Yale. So really anywhere 1 through 4, I can play pretty comfortably.
For all you guys, Muss said that he gave you guys 3-4 days off practice around the LSU game. He's encouraged you guys to go out to that, and the volleyball game. What have you seen about his intentionality and the program's intentionality in terms of kind of trying to bring a lot of life and energy, to this building and kind of back around this program?
I can talk about that. Yeah, so I mean, Coach Musk, that's just who he is. That's his personality. He wants us to support other teams, and he wants us to get support as well. Being at USC, he always talks about, we're in LA. It's like a lot of teams here. There's a lot of things to do. So he just wants to gain as much attention as we can to the program. And it's going to be good attention with everything he's done, from like social media to supporting other teams. Like, I feel like it's all going to come back around during the season when we're playing. We're going to have a couple sold out games, hopefully the whole season. But I think it's just all connected together, and that's just who he is.
So you're going to the game in Ann Arbor this weekend, right?
Nah, I wish. Hey, I'm about to be wearing USC top, Michigan pants, USC hat, and some slides. I'm gonna do more USC than Michigan though. You do more USC than Michigan.
I can't answer that. I think like Kilo said, that's Musk's personality. He wants us to support other teams, like be a team off the court, and that's made us super connected. Like we're going supporting the volleyball team, going to the beach, doing a lot of stuff off court to make sure we become a team because we're all coming from a bunch of different places. I think that's helped it. Like I felt it already. It feels like we're a team. We got some shared adversity already, like some shared bonds. Must make sure that we have that on the court of practice. So I feel like we're becoming a team, and it doesn't feel like we're alone out here, even though we're coming from different places. Like we're becoming a team every day.
So with everybody basically new, is it more competitive than teams you've been on in the past in terms of you're competing with 2, 3, 4 other guys in terms of playing time? Is it more this year than what you've experienced?
I speak for myself, but it definitely is. Coming from another Big Ten program, I feel like this is the most competitive year I've ever had since I've been in college basketball. Just because we got so many grad transfers and so many talented players. Like I feel like we're gonna have a very talented team. We're gonna have a deep team this year. So it's been very competitive, but it's also making us better. So when we do go on the road, we play in those tough arenas, we're gonna be connected. We can see the best competition, and we're gonna be used to it already because we play against each other. So I feel like the competitive spirit everybody has, and it's making us better.